Round 3 is worked a little differently at the beginning and end of round because we have the cables crossing over the end of round. I'm at the end of round. I'll slip my stitch marker to the right needle. Usually I work all design stitches on odd numbered rounds, but in this case I'm going to slip the first 2 stitches with my marl in back. The next 2 stitches have 2 loops on the needle. They're background stitches, so I'll purl them both. I've come to a pair of cables. I'm going to work a C2, B2 so that the left cable crosses over the right. I'll put the first 2 stitches on a cable needle and hold it in back. That's what the B stands for in C2, B2. I move my marl to the back and then I'll knit the first 2 stitches from my left needle by knitting them through the back loop with only the color of that stitch. Then I'll work the stitches from the cable needle by knitting them through the back loop with their current color. I'll continue across the round by purling all the background stitches and working all the cables in a C2, B2. I'm almost to the end of round here. This is my end of round marker. I'm just going to purl these last 2 background stitches. And then there's a C2, B2 that's worked over the end of the round, and it's only different in that you need to deal with the stitch marker. I'll take the first 2 stitches and slip them to a cable needle. I'll hold the cable needle in back. I move my marl to the back, and then I take the stitch marker off of the needle. I'll just leave it here in front. I'll work the next 2 stitches from my left needle by knitting them through the back loop in the color of those stitches. I'll put the stitch marker on the right needle, and then I work the 2 stitches off of the cable needle by knitting them through the back loop with the color of those stitches. Round 4 begins 2 stitches after the end of round stitch marker.